The cycle lane open so we won't have to ride on the roads, which is more dangerous, and also it will give access to people in wheelchairs to walk along the beach because you can't push a wheelchair over a shingle.
I'd like the route so that I can occasionally cycle to work in Bexhill because I have to work over there sometimes. Plus, there's a really lovely leisure route right through from here to Cooten Beach. So I would use it, and I think it's brilliant for families who want off-road safe cycling to teach their children how to cycle.
I want to see this bike path in because it's a beautiful area. It's a great link between Hastings and St Leonard's and Bexhill, and of course the Bexhill road itself is extremely dangerous, and I've taken children along there and we've had some near misses.
At the moment it's just dangerous, and it's always been dangerous. I mean, today, when there's lots of bikes, it's safer because cars are more aware. But normally, especially at the traffic lights, it's appalling. You take your life in your hands.
Well, it's natural. It's such a beautiful coastal environment, and we want to be able to cycle between our two lovely seaside towns.
Well, this cycle link is so important for older people as a way of getting exercise and remaining healthy. And at the moment, there aren't enough cycleways off-road in Hastings. This will make all the difference. So it's very, very important to that section of the community.
Because it's more like organised, and then we don't have to like cycle on the roads.
Safer.
Well, basically I think we should have the link open because there's an awful lot of people who travel from Bexhill to Hastings either for work or leisure, go shopping, what have you. And the road is just terrible. It's terribly dangerous. It's full of traffic, no matter what hour of day you travel along there. Lots of parked cars to dodge in and out, or lots of hazards. So this short link along a very attractive stretch of the road, the beach rather, beg your pardon, is just ideal, and it would get cyclists out of the way of a very unpleasant piece of road that's quite dangerous.
It's important there should be a direct connection between Hastings and Bexhill. There's part of a cycle track on the Bexhill end, there's part on the Hastings end, there's nothing in between. It beggars belief when the county council can spend millions of pounds a mile on a motorway, and yet they can't afford the few £1,000s needed to make cycling or walking a little more comfortable along the seafront between two important resorts, Hastings and Bexhill.
Hard cycling along here because the pebbles are very deep and the shingle is just rough and hard to cycle.
Brilliant. What do you think?
It was fun, and I want the cycling path to develop because I've done this before, but it's much harder. And with the cycling path, it will be easier for us to get to Bexhill on our bikes.
I work in Bexhill, but I live in St Leonard's, and I would love to be able to cycle to Bexhill without going on Bexhill Road and annoying the cars. But coming along this track is just impossible. I've tried it today, accompanied by 5 older children who have just about managed it, and a 5-year-old who's great on her bike but just can't manage this kind of path. How difficult can it be to make it into a cycle path? Or partial cycle and pedestrians, of course. I feel it's too easy to not do it. It must be. It's something that I would use on a daily basis.